Welcome to Life Coaching for Dance Studio Owners. Each week, we talk money, mindset, and self-care to help you live a more peaceful life and lead a more profitable business. Let's get started. Hey guys, it's Ginger. What's up? I wanted to ask you to do me a big favor. If you are finding value in this podcast, I ask that you share it with a friend. Send them the link, listen in, talk about it later over coffee. Or one of the other things that will really help it reach more studio owners like yourself who could use the motivation, the inspiration, and the tips is to leave a review. Give us a star rating and write how you feel about the content. That is going to help so many people. Thanks so much. Back to the episode. Happy New Year, studio owners. Can you believe it? It is a brand new year. And even though some of us don't usually start our season in January, the fiscal year is typically starting in January. So I thought, what better topic to kick off the new year than to talk about how to make money as a dance studio owner. Now, this is something that I bet a lot of you are wondering about, whether it's because you're under earning, you're not earning at all, or you feel like, I would like to see what I can do better and really grow my business. I know a lot of people, especially this past fall, struggled with getting enrollments, with getting things back up, like just not being able to catch up to where they were the prior season. And there's all kinds of, thoughts around how that happened or why people are having a hard time getting their numbers to where they want it to be, or growth seems to be super slow this season. And so I thought this episode was really timely. And no matter where you're at, know that there is no judgment here. There's people who are not paying themselves, who are paying themselves minimally, or they want to get to more, whatever it is, wherever you are, whether you're earning 0 or 100,000, 200, whatever you're making, if you are ready to take things to the next step. One of the things that I know is that if you don't talk about money, it makes it even harder to get there. So step one, you want to set a financial goal. The biggest mistake I've ever made in my business is actually not setting a financial goal. This is separate from your budget. Your budget is your best educated guess on how you're going to do with revenue and expenses. Like, how much money are you going to make in what areas, and how much money do you anticipate spending in each area? And a financial goal is a bit different. And instead of saying like where your money is going to go and how much it's going to be, this is really like truly empowering, because you just pick a number. Pick a number, my friends. So if you want to make $10,000 more next year, make that your goal. If you want to get yourself on payroll for the first time, that's your goal. If you want to grow your company by 10%, that's your goal. Make a financial goal. And when you do that, don't be afraid to go big. Like, if you just want to increase revenue by $10,000 in a year, I think that's really undershooting it. You can do more. In fact, there's people who are making well over $10,000 a month. So a lot of things are more possible when you simply focus on what it is that you're trying to do, what you want to do. So step one, make a financial goal. When you do that, I want you to write it down. I want you to put it somewhere, put it on your phone, put it in pencil, put it out there. Just constantly remind yourself. If you want to put a sticky note on your laptop or in your wallet, put it on your desktop, your standing desk, and put it right there on your, external monitor, whatever it is. Go ahead and do that. Put that financial goal out there, put it in your diary, and keep it there. Don't stop looking at it and reminding yourself what it is you're working towards. Step two, you need to get your prices in alignment with your goals. Some of you, you're either charging based on what you saw someone else do and you didn't actually work the numbers for yourself, or you work the numbers for yourself but you haven't raised prices in a while. It could also be that maybe you need to package things differently, and tweak numbers to maybe increase profit. Or also with this, pricing your things in alignment, look at what it is that you're bringing in with each class. And if you need to merge classes, like, this is a great time to do it. It's a new year, like, give people notice. Always give people like 4 weeks notice before I cancel or merge a class with another one, so that I can have a more profitable class. But this is really important. So get your prices in alignment, figure out, hey, you do, I don't know, a summer intensive every year. Get in the habit of like raising the price a certain percentage each year. Look at the consumer index. Look at what inflation was. I think it was like just under 2.5% for 2024. But like, look at that. Take that into consideration when you plan your next season's activities, your programs, your tuition, what camp costs, what those extra events cost, what your costumes cost. Get your pricing in alignment. Next, step 3, always pay yourself. I know. I heard it last summer at the Energize conference. I heard people talking about how they chose not to pay themselves for one reason or another, or in a season of their business. Here's the thing. If you are in a position where you're strained financially and you can't figure it out, how you can possibly keep paying yourself, you can always keep that payroll outstanding. So this is what I mean. If something happens and you are strapped for cash, maybe it's the end of the summer, more money than you thought was getting spent, and you can make payroll, but you can't pay yourself that particular cycle. Keep that amount that you should have been paid in payroll outstanding. So the business owes that money. And then when you are financially, in that place, go ahead and pay yourself. Do not let it go longer than 90 days. That will give you the structure to really be cautious about your spending, to really be mindful that the most important thing is to pay your staff, pay your landlord, right? So when you put those things in order, you're going to stop making silly decisions about, I want to get this really nice prop, but it's $90 per kid. Like, no, you have to make payroll, and that includes you. If you are not making a whole lot, that's okay. Even if this means you're paying yourself $14 a paycheck, that's better than having no regularity. Because here's what's going to happen. When you see month after month, week after week, however you're doing your payroll, right? When you see those numbers, and yourself included, it becomes habit. Once it's habit, then you're like, I could tweak it a little. I can add an extra $100 here, or I can, slowly get that number up. But if you're not always paying yourself, or you only take owner drawers when you just think about it, or hey, I talked to my accountant, it looks like I got extra money, let me do an owner draw. If that's the only way you're paying yourself, it's not consistent enough. You need the consistency of a regular paycheck. That's how you actually start to feel financially stable, because you're able to save that money, plan for that money, pay your mortgage with that money. Get yourself on payroll, get it into a system. Never neglect to pay yourself. Please never neglect to pay yourself. All right, step 4. Keep marketing. I have to laugh because I can tell when there is I'm going to call them marketing guru, or a dance studio organization that does a Facebook ads class, or people get fired up about doing a Black Friday deals or something, because I see these things all across the country, all these little ads, but they only pop up around like the holidays and then like August. And so I'm seeing ads for dance studios twice, maybe 3 times a year if we include summer camps. What are you doing the rest of the year? How do you ensure that you are going to have an ongoing pipeline of students paying for your services, right? If you stop marketing, you're starting to cut off that funnel that's bringing people to your business to potentially pay you. So if you turn that off, remember it takes 4, 6, 8 weeks for the algorithm to catch up, for Google Ads to really start sending your leads to you, and it gets really dialed into what's working and what doesn't in your particular demographics. Keep the marketing going. Do not stop. And please do not rely only on Facebook ads. That can really hurt you. You could spend a lot of money and get nothing. But that might mean that you are neglecting something as simple as, hey, I don't have a referral program in place, or my signage isn't up. Simple little things, right? And so you always want to be marketing, whether it's paid ads, whether it's organic, whether it's keeping your website up to date, your SEO, all these things. You have to keep your marketing up. So let's go over our 4 steps again. Make sure we're clear, because this is your year. I want for you to have immense wealth this year. This is your year. You are going to be paid as a dance studio owner. Poverty is not the name of the game. Under-earning is not the name of the game either. Immense wealth. Let's go for it. Let's shoot for it. Let's work for it. Think about who we need to become to make that happen. Think about how we need to show up to make that happen. Think about what we need to tell ourselves every day to make that happen. So step number 1, set a financial goal. Step 2, get your prices in alignment with your goal. Step 3, always pay yourself. And step 4, keep marketing. Go ahead and write these tips down. I'm going to pop them into the show notes. And I just want you to remember one thing. I believe in you. I know you can do it. And this is your year for immense wealth. Take care.